Hi deep divers, and what's up gear enthusiasts? I've been testing out my new waterproof W7 semi-dry wetsuit, and I'm curious, what all can those thigh pockets actually hold? I have a general idea of the items I usually want to bring on each dive. This includes my DSMB and reel as a must-bring item for all open water dives. I bring a roll-up snorkel with a bolt snap for easy clipping, standard item in every dive course and good to have in pocket size. Another standard item for sure for tech divers, but also nice to have on remote dive sites with challenging conditions, is my spare mask. My trusted companion on each dive when diving on a liveaboard is this tech-tight mini strobe. With about 11 hours of runtime, a potential lifesaver. With just a single AA battery needed and its compact size, it's a handy tool that can be especially useful in emergencies, but also during night dives to mark the exit point underwater. Another essential I bring on every dive, especially the remote and challenging ones, is my sea rescue streamer. This streamer extends to about 25 feet in length and serves as a floating marker. These are the 5 dive essentials I'd like to pack into the 2 stretchable thigh pockets of my W7 suit. Starting with the right thigh pocket, I store secondary safety items that I might need but could take a bit more time to sort through. I take the bungee, which is attached to the pocket, and clip on the strobe. The order in which you clip things on is entirely up to you. Underwater, it's more about feeling it than seeing it. Next, I add the roll-up snorkel, followed by the sea rescue streamer. I can already tell that the stretch pocket is going to be pretty full. To see which way I am heading, I start placing items into the pocket. I try to organize everything in the pocket as efficiently as I can. It's already quite stretched, and I still need to fit the dive mask in. The term stretch pocket truly lives up to its name. I have to attach a doublender to the mask strap to be able to clip it to the bungee. Let's see if I find some space in there. First, I clip the doublender to the bungee to secure it, then make the mask as compact as possible and stuff it in. The stretch of the material is surprisingly good, and everything seems to fit perfectly. Just a final bit of rearranging, and I can close the zipper. The pocket is definitely full, if not at its limit with all these items. From the side, it looks bulky and sticks out. Now let's close the zipper. As you can see, I have to be careful to ensure nothing gets caught in the zipper, which is definitely not ideal, especially when doing this underwater with mostly one hand. The pocket looks like a stuffed sausage, which is clearly not the design intention, nor is it ideal from a safe diving perspective, as the pocket stretch material is designed to keep 1 or 2 items snug to the body, not to hold a ton of gear. Usually, I keep just the DSMB and its pre-attached reel in the left pocket for quick deployment and to prevent it from getting tangled with other items. As on the other side pocket, I clip the spool to the bungee and store in the pocket. Common sense immediately tells me that using the pocket with just 1 item, possibly 2, is the way to go. Everything is packed smoothly and stays snug against the body, thanks to the pocket's stretchy material not getting overpowered by numerous items. How does it look with the suit on? On the right side, I removed all the items because I encountered a small issue. Despite all the gear fitting in the pocket and the bungee attached to the little blue loop holding everything together, a hole has developed. A hole in the pocket. Apparently, while packing the gear and suiting up, the seam started to open up. This supports the design idea that those pockets are designed for carrying just 1 or 2 light items. Unfortunately, a hole also developed in the left pocket, despite it only holding the DSMB and spool. Taking out this gear with 1 hand is more than doable. I'm getting right to work on repairing the holes. As a disclaimer, this is not a professional repair, but rather a quick fix. I'm using the strongest thread I can find, one that I believe can withstand seawater, ideally polyester or nylon, though I'm not entirely sure about this one. I turn the pocket inside out to access the seam from the inside. I pinch the seam together and begin stitching. It's a tough material, so I make sure to stitch as tightly as possible. I'll spare you the details and get to the point. It looks alright and should do the job. I'll make sure the thread is not coming loose, within reason, and burn the ends. I used white thread so I can easily spot the repair on the pockets if I decide later to have a professional redo the seams. From the outside, the pockets look acceptable considering my skill, but the repair is still clearly visible. Since this is just a temporary fix at best, I plan to strengthen the new seam with some glue if I get my hands on one. In summary, these pockets are designed for just one or at most 2 items per pocket. The stretch fabric and zipper design are great for keeping the footprint low and snug against the body. Therefore, they're decent pockets for recreational divers, but they have their limits if you're venturing into technical diving.